Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. This is podcast number 2, 7:30 at night. If I go out, Mr. Perry's going to have a cop pull me over, target me, find me by GPSing my phone, call in a Dasher app when his buddies, get around an algorithm, have me go down a certain street, have me pulled over, and we heard the conversation, so it's duly noted for the record, turn off his body cam. So he's been trying to get my car for a long time. He's so delusional. He's convinced himself if I take her car, then she'll do what I tell her. He'll tell everybody who's listening. All day fucking long, all I heard. I'm going to get you. I'm going to make you go back. I'm going to make you do what I say. Oh, who's telling on me? Is it your family? Is it your club? Is it your school? Who's telling on me? Is it Quick Trip? I'm going to make you go back. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to get you. Wow. Your threats are duly noted for the record. Tells everybody who'll listen, I'm going to starve her till she lies. Wow. So he's also trying to make it look there's a relationship here. There's not a relationship. Mr. Perry's a peeping Tom. He's a very sick little fuck who watches women in the privacy of their home. I don't go out with men unless they're working hard and have something interesting to talk about. Mr. Perry, I already know what I did all day. Boring. And I don't put up with threats. And every time you do it, we get one of these, a recording. Like today, you're going to have to turn off your body cam. I can't just turn off my body cam. You're going to have to turn it off. Pull her over. Use taxpayer-funded resources to harass a victim and a witness of crime, sex trafficking, stalking, hacking, voyeurism, felony after felony after felony after felony. I assert my right to equal protection. I should not be denied the protection of the laws in the state where I live. It is illegal to have a cop pull me over, Mr. Perry. And tonight you want to do it? Okay, well, we've talked about it already. And in fact, somebody else said, we got all kinds of shit in today while you're threatening me. Because every minute you peep on me, every time you threaten me or contact me, I don't care what you think. No one understands why you think I do. I mean, you never shut up about what you think and how I feel, and I'm going to get you. And who's telling on me? Who is getting the information from you to me? Who has it? Which judge has already heard it? This was in August 2019. It's not legal, but I'm going to have her car towed and sold before she figures that out. We've already talked about Calvin found the car I have now. He's already called in to see how much money he can get for it. Try to sell it out right out from under me. So, we've already discussed it, Mr. Perry. Do you have Alzheimer's? I'm used to very professional, very intelligent men. You say it once. You're a pathetic, rejected nothing. You're not wanted, you're not loved, you're told on. You got 11 protective orders or injunctive orders you had to buy your way out of. You're a nothing. You're a loser. You're lame, you're boring, and you're stupid. I don't go out with a man unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. And what do? Go running around telling everybody how you're going to starve me until I lie. That means you want the lie. And the more you chase that lie, the more truth we get. Just earlier today, go ahead and pull her over. She already knows. But turn off your body cam. I can't just turn off my body cam. This time you can you? That's illegal. And we know already. So, you know why we know? Because when Mr. Perry invades my privacy, they invade yours. And they got a court order, and he just has a weirdo problem. He can't control himself. Our shrink is like he can't control himself. He needs to be sedated. No impulse control, no filters. And he's getting weirder by the day. He needs to be in a mental hospital, and he needs to be sedated. Because as much as we have when he's told, you need to stop. You need to stop. That's enough. He thinks he has a choice. Pull her. She knows we're pulling her over. Pull her over anyway. She knows we use her Dasher app illegally to get her to a location where we pull her over. But we're going to do it anyway. So for him to do that speaks to how bad his delusion is, and he's in desperate need of hospitalization and sedation because he doesn't have any filters, and he left You know, where those things that we all have that says you can't do that. You can't say stuff like that. It's illegal. He didn't care. Constantly telling me how he feels and what he thinks and what he wants, and demands a lie. I want a lie. I want a lie. I want a lie. You're gonna do it. I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna take you. And who's telling on me? Oh my God, that was my whole day today. Again. All day long. So I'm typing up what they say. The guy was told to turn off his body cam. Yeah, that's illegal. All of these, Mr. Perry, became from when you pester me and you take my money, we get more. Each one of these has a a bunch more in it. That's just proof that there was nothing political about it. All of that is. Here's all the pullover demands. Looney Tune, rejected, fail. All of these are just about pullovers. Look at that. Look at that. You like looking? Look at what we have. This is the intel we have. Every time you contact me, I don't care what you think. I didn't ask you, Connie. Nobody asked you what you think, Connie. Got this. Got this. Got this. Got this. Got this. Take her printer. Pull her over. All these pullover. That's a lot of pullovers. Get Rogers and Mays County to watch for her, and then when she goes back out there, get her. Get her. I'm going to get her. Turn off your body cam, he said. It's April 22nd, 2023. This is the podcast number 2 for today. It is 7:38. So I got threatened all fucking day. And harassed. And bothered. And bothered. And bothered. And harassed. And threatened. And bothered. And asked who told on me. And over and all fucking day. And every time he does that, we get one of these. Turn your body cam off. Uh-huh. And the guy said, look at all that. That's just on the pullovers. Look, Mr. Perry, look at that. This is intel, Mr. Perry. All of that's intel that we got. Because every time you contact me, we get more. Every minute you peep on me and you invade my privacy, we get more. Every time you cause me to lose money, I can't go outside the door. I'm going to get pulled over. And the guy's going to turn his body cam off. So I can't go work. I can't even go to work. When you're in jail, I can go to work finally and not be the victim of crime. Stalking is a felony. Peeping is a felony. Hacking is a felony. Witness tampering is a felony. Coercion is a felony. Obstructing justice is a felony. You're a job, sir. Look at that. I don't go out with men that play with dolls. I don't go out with men who peep. Sex weirdos. I go out with men who are chivalrous. And who are out working. And have something interesting to talk about. I don't go out with men unless they make sure I don't miss a meal. And you told everybody who would listen, you're going to starve me till I lie. You want the lie. And the more you chase the lie, the more you get caught. You just got caught all day today. You act like you have no idea what it means that we have all this. You don't, do you? You have not a clue. And you got to repeat the same thing for Mr. Perry over and over and over, like he has Alzheimer's. And he just didn't get it. What does it mean that we have this, sir? What does it mean that I know about your traffic daddy in Houston? Huh? What does it mean that we have all that? I wonder how many there are in there. We needed a number. Get the audacity and the Bluetooth. Why do you need to Bluetooth my phone when I'm driving, Lucius? Yep. You know how I know that? Because when y'all fuck with me, you get caught. Nothing else happens but that. Do you have any of these? Name one of my guys. Quote one meeting. Right, Sanjay? Help Mr. Perry count how many times were you caught before you did it to me. How many after? Help him count. He can't count anymore. Huntington's or something. Look at this. He claims he has Tourette's. He didn't have Tourette's. This one came in last night because you were fucking with my money and harassing me and contacting me and invading my privacy, and you were told to stop. And our shrink said, his doctor ought to have his license taken away. Because at this point, what I'm seeing come out of Mr. Perry, we have this much, and he thinks he has a choice when he's told you stop. Just stop. And he needs to be hospitalized and sedated. He can't control himself. No filters. and no self-control, no impulse control. He didn't have it. So for people like that, you put him in a hospital and you sedate him. Because he's a danger to Cindy. Any of the victims have all this, Mr. Perry? The more you contact me, the more we get. So who gets, really, when it comes right down to it? Who takes, really, when it comes right down to it? You can't quote one meeting. I quoted you all day. All week long. All 10 years of that. Every day. It's not one day. It's not 1 week. It's not a month. It's not a year. It's 10 years. Every day, all day long. I got your people's names, and I quote you. Who's Beverly? Who's Monique, Charles? Where is she now? Where's Monique right now? Who's the Muffin Man to you? Who's Lucius and Calvin to you? Huh? When you pester me, we get more. When you bother me, we get more. When you contact me, we get more. You don't get a problem solved. You don't get information. We get information. They're going to bury you in a court of law with what you've done. I don't care what you think. No one understands why you think I do. I'm pissed off that you contacted me because I asked you not to. Look at all that. It's illegal to have somebody targeted for a pullover. It's illegal, Mr. Perry, to do that. And then on top of that, tell the guy, turn off your body cam. More and more. Look at that. Every time, every one of these came from, you made unwanted contact, you invaded my privacy, and you took my money. You're taking it tonight. I should be working right now. When you're in jail, I can go to work and not have to be bothered by you. Taxpayer dollars so that Mr. Perry can intimidate a witness. Look at that. Needed her to go to her storage unit. Why'd you need me to go to my storage unit, Calvin? Huh? You guys were awfully desperate about that. Who is this? Point out for me the marks on Mike Neely that look like he was in a fight. Point them out. And the arrest report. Read the arrest report. Find the injuries that indicate he was the one that beat Chief Miller to death and point them out to me. And if you didn't do that murder and frame Mike, what do you care? Wouldn't you want to do, don't you back the blue? Aren't you supportive of overturning wrongful convictions, especially of a police officer? And yet we see you do nothing but try to hide this and cover it up and intimidate witnesses. So you did the murder, or I wouldn't be where I was starving. So who was it that said we were able to confirm that she was broke as fuck until last weekend her ex-husband came and brought her some food? So, but before that, she needs to go dance. She needs to go work. And she can't because Mr. Perry's a threat. Every time she goes to work, she can't hardly leave her home. He said he's going to starve her until she lies. It looks like that's what he's trying to do. That means she's telling the truth now. I'm going to make you lie. I'm going to make you lie. I'm going to make you go back. Who's telling on me? I heard it all fucking day long. All day long he harassed me with that. All day long. Gosh, why doesn't she like me? Why? What could it be? What could it be? How many are in here, Mr. Perry? How many are these? How many are in here? Of all the recordings of you, that's your file. When Charles pesters her and takes her money, what happens is we get more. These files are full. This proves there's nothing political about it. These are all the pullover. Pull her over. Yeah. Don't wear your body cam. Check the trunk. Take the car. Then she'll call me. Then she'll like me. Bullshit. But we get it beforehand so that we can prove in your criminal case, the guys that are giving me that information can prove malicious aforethought and premeditation when they make a case for witness tampering and coercion. What day are they going to arrest you? Huh? What day are they going to arrest you? You're a human trafficker. You're trying to sell me. You're desperate to make delivery. Papa John's is what you call it. How do I know that? Any other victim know that? I know that because every time Mr. Perry contacts me, we get more. Every time he causes a problem for me or money loss, we get more. When he pesters me and he takes my money, things don't go well. I find out and then I don't, Your guys in Houston. Look at all that. Look how much we got. Which one do you have? Do you have any quotes of our meetings? Name one of my guys. One. It's 10 years. I'm going to get you. I'm going to make you do it. Oh, take away her car. Look at that. What's the title of that? Robertson Perry, beg. Please take her car away. Then she'll want me. Then she'll do what I tell her. Take her car away. Whiny, whiny, whiny. How many men sit around and try to figure out how to make me fail? One woman. Look at all that. They wrecked my car over and over and over. That's 1, 2. This is since that 2019 email. 3. He just did it again. They took my taillight out to have me pulled over. He had somebody throw a brick at me on the freeway. I saw his guy sitting at the end of the road where I normally turned out right to go on the highway. So I went left and went out a different way. It delayed me about 2 minutes. So he's calling down to his guy with a brick. Here she comes. So what happened is, because I went out a different way, because I saw his guy sitting at the end of the road, it delayed me 2-3 minutes. And instead of hitting me in the face like they wanted to do to murder me, it hit the pavement, bounced up and hit the bottom of my car and busted the engine in two and totaled it. That's after that 2019 email. The radiator, somebody put a hole in my radiator hose. See? 2019. Look at the last highlighted sentence. It's not legit, is recorded, stating, it's not legit, but I will have her car towed and sold before she figures that out. Followed by all these car accidents and all the shit that went on with my car. And I'm like, we did say, I told you. I told you once my driver's license. Because women are easier to traffic when they take their driver's license. Driver's license, get her driver's license, get her driver's license, get her driver's license, get her driver's license. Use DoorDash, hacker DoorDash. Have my buddy that lives on this street order. Get around the algorithm, make sure she gets the delivery. And then when she takes it, Officer X is going to pull her over and turn off his body cam on April 22nd, 2023. Again, I've been pulled over, umpteen jillion times. He thought, nobody else suspect a thing. I feel I won. Who's telling on me? I'm going to make you go back. I'm going to get you. Oh my God. Who's telling on me? Who is it? Yep. So that's a lot of, how many there are. Signs of sex trafficking. They want the driver's license. You know what this comes from? TPD? Oklahoma City Police Department Special Ops Team. Do you see what this says? Human trafficking is a forced servitude of one person by another for a specific purpose. Slavery ended at the Civil War. You stupid fuck son of a bitch. You're caught when you do the crime to me. Nobody cares how you feel. You weren't asked, Connie. The purpose can be as a laborer or to work in the sex industry. The sex industry includes strip clubs, where we go in, we buy a night with a chick for $3,500 a pop and throw it on the stage. So now it's stage money. It's already laundered. Unless the owner makes you leave, and then the poor girl, the victim, has a nervous breakdown and starts crying and screaming at everyone because she didn't get a chance to launder the prostitution money you want her to give you at the end of the night. And she'll give what she gets out of the $3,500 at $50. Is that why she drives a clunker car? Yeah, we caught you. That's why you want me pulled over tonight and my car taken. And you think that'll subjugate me. And you think everybody's stupid and they won't know. And they're not. You don't know the kind of power you're dealing with. You don't know. You're too dumb. But you can't quote one of their meetings and you can't name one of the guys. 40 cops. Earlier I said there's 40 cops Most of us are Christians, and I misworded that. There's 40 cops. Most of them are Christians. I'm on the team, but I'm not one of the 40 cops. There's the 40 cops. There's me. I have a title. My title has been changed from time to time to accommodate a strategy to catch you, the bad guy. We're really good at what we do. Ask Sanjay to help you count. How many times was your crime caught before you did it to me? How many after? Because clearly you've lost your ability to do math and to think reasonably. As a reasonable, prudent individual, they use strip clubs, massage parlors, escorts, and prostitution and human trafficking. And the trafficker holds some type of control over the victim. The control can be through withholding a passport or a driver's license, an identity document, money. I'm going to starve her until she lies. I'm going to hack her Dasher app, call everybody she tries to get a job with, tell them don't hire her. Right? Or we'll do something to you. Threaten, harass, bribe, threaten, harass, bribe. It's different when you do it to me, and you're too stupid to figure that out even still. Please tell me, what problem has it solved for you to do what you're doing? Name one problem. Name one problem. What bit of intel did you get acting like you act in 10 years? When was there a date? There's never been a date. You're not good enough for me. I'd like to kick your teeth in. You get anywhere near me, that's what will happen. I've heard the recordings, Mr. Perry, with the hitmen. More than one. In your chloroform rags and shit. You honestly think I'm going to wait to see what you got on you? Or maybe he won't have a weapon. Do you think do I have stupid written across my forehead? You will not get near me. I will beat the fuck out of you, and you know that. But you don't have the right to interfere with my work. Interfering with commerce, with intent to coerce. I'm going to get you. I'm going to have a cop pull you over and take your car. Then you're going to go. You're going to go with me. Wow, all day long, that's all I heard. That's all I fucking heard all fucking day long. And then I heard the conversation. Go ahead and pull over, she already knows. But turn your body cam off. Yeah, I can't pull it. I can't do that. Yeah, well, you're going to have to. Oh, is he? Does he? Does he have to? Mr. Perry? That's illegal that you would even ask. You got a lot of nerve. You don't use taxpayer dollars from Resources of Oklahoma, from guys we pay and put a roof over their head to keep us safe from guys like you. I assert equal protection to the laws intended to protect me from the bitch like you. It's illegal to traffic. It's illegal to voyeur. It's illegal to contact a woman when she said, don't contact me. Fuck off. You bitch. You coward bitch. You threatened me behind a phone. Yeah. So this is what TPD, look at what this is. Do you see what this is? This is human trafficking. Are you a co-conspirator? Some of you? Are you co-conspirators? Let us know now. Let us know now. I know we have names. We've got Lucius, Bald Fat Calvin. We got Blankenship, Desiree, Al. We got Al is actually not a name that we've heard come up in a recording. That's somebody Charles asked me about. Is it Al a leak? Is Al a leak? Who the fuck is Al? Z is the same. I've not heard Z's name. Is it Z, or are you trying to type zip it up in my phone? Which one is it? Is there a guy named Z, or are you trying to type zip it up in my phone and I don't want to hear it, so I start deleting what you typed? I don't care what you think. I really and truly don't. And I'll never help you with leak information. I'm not told that, but let's just say I was. I have zero motive to help you. I want you gone. I want to go to work and you're not bothering me and just make money. That's it. I'm going to get paid for some of this stuff when you're in jail. They can't pay me while you're watching everything that goes in and out of my bank account, can they? Calvin, how much cash does she have? Did she get any cash back when she got money out of her account? How much money's in her account? Bald, fat Calvin, mind your own business. But they're not going to pay me. Nobody, if you notice, we don't have leaks You don't have any information at all. Nobody will tell you anything. They're protecting the integrity of their investigation like a motherfucker. You can't quote one meeting, you can't name one guy. Beverly, who's Monique Charles? Where is she right now? Who is she? What about Brad? What about Jeremy and Brian? What about Bentoncourt? What about Muffin Man? Who is the Muffin Man, Charles? What about Andrew and Lawrence? Sanjay, your hacker. Geppetto, your what? What about them? Who are they? How do you meet them? How did I get their names? How do I have their names? Reuben and James. I forgot to finish the story with Reuben and James. Apparently, Reuben might be Catholic. All of a sudden, I go to a Catholic church. The reason I went to a Catholic church was completely arbitrary. It had nothing to do with anything except one day I was like, I've got these guys to pray with me. I need somebody that I can sit in front of and pray. So I'm looking at different churches. I bet I went to 5 different churches. Most of them are locked up and closed. They don't care. They don't want to help you. And then, but the Catholic church was open, so I went in it. And they have a little chapel, and you can go in the little chapel and you pray. And I walked in, and I'm trying to find. I'm telling the receptionist, do you have like a place to pray? Oh yeah, we have this little chapel here. Are you okay? And I guess I didn't look so good. No, I'm like, do you have a priest or something? And she was like, he's out of town, but I'll pray with you. She takes me in, and she prayed with me. So I started going to that church because the people seemed nice and normal. And gosh, when you're around Looney Tunes who are legit diagnosed nutbag mental ills, you got to be around some normal people sometimes. So she takes me in and prays with me, and that's that. Well, Mr. Perry is such a delusional whack job. He actually started thinking that Reuben, who I guess he's got on the payroll, or he wouldn't ask me, is that a leak? Would he? Reuben's Catholic. Maybe Reuben is telling the Catholic Church people, and the Catholic Church people are telling Cynthia. Never mind McNamara emails in 2015. I didn't go to the Catholic Church in 2015. First of all. Second of all, it's none of your business. You're obstructing justice, Mr. Perry. Because when you're in jail and nobody's looking at my bank account illegally, Calvin, then I can get paid. Because then it won't matter what you see. You won't see shit. Right now, since you're in my bank account illegally and my phone, watching everything, all the deposits and all of that, then they can't give me money. And I'm willing to not have them, because here's the thing. The goal is you're in jail, and we don't have to live like this anymore. A nightmare. It's a nightmare. And your threats are duly noted. For the record, you pissed the judge off. The one that gives us investigatory orders. He couldn't sign them fast enough today. Couldn't sign them fast enough today. Who did he add today? He added somebody. Somebody got an order on them that wasn't there before today. Because you're going at my car again. He heard you talking about getting the cop, telling the cop, turn your body cam off. Just that wasn't long ago. He's been listening. They've been in there about 4 times today. So this right here, TBD, is what you're supposed to watch for victims. They want your fucking personal documents. They already took my birth certificate and my social. That's on the CJ case. Why don't you go look at the CJ case, bitch? Look at that. Usually they pick younger girls who are like teenage runaways. Mom and dad were meth heads or whatever, drug addicts or whatever, or beat the shit out of them, or there's some incest or something. They end up in the foster care system, and then that goes bad. Unfortunately, a lot of kids are abused who are in the foster system that is intended to protect them, and they run away, and they end up on the streets. And then here comes the human traffickers preying on the vulnerable. And but what Mr. Perry has done is he's found a group of men who like older women who are smart. Or smarter than the teenage runaway, I guess. But but vulnerable where there's single moms with divorced with kids. Then whatever vulnerabilities they don't have, he'll create them. He'll get them fired from their job. When they're not home, he'll slip cameras in their house. And then he broadcasts us all over the internet, all over the world, on his dark website, and charges watch time. And then he causes them to lose their job, make sure they can't find another job. Then they lose the house. Then he has the ex take the kids away. Blows their life up. Can you imagine? If you're a cop right now and you're listening to me, you better fucking pay attention to this. Can you imagine a bunch of old fart men watching 4-year-old little kids, girls and boys, take a bath and go jack off? And then start struggling financially, have no electricity. My son went through that. No hot water. My son went through that. Open the fridge because you're hungry, there's nothing in it. My son went through that. Guess what? We have to move. We're losing the house. My son went through that twice. No, 3 times. Lost his home 3 times. And then little kids, little girl, little boy, completely ripped away from their mother and every part of life that they know. Ripped away from them. Laying in bed at night crying, I want my mommy. And they can't see their mommy. Because Charles sold her. Charles sold her to some pathetic bitch that can't get a date the normal way. And that's on your hands, and that's on your head. And there will come a day when you have to stand before an almighty God. And it's the same God who said, I was hungry and you didn't feed me. I was in prison and you didn't come see me. I was in the hospital and you didn't come visit me. Depart from me, I don't know you. Get out of my face. And to another group, you came to see me when I was sick. You fed me when I was hungry. You visited me in the hospital when I was sick. Come in. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Come on in. But the thing about it, and they're like, wait, when did we do that? And he said, when you do it to the least of these, you've done it to me. Or when you did it for the least of these, you've done it for me. And those acts that he's talking about, I was in the hospital, you did not come see me. I was in jail, you didn't come see me. I was hungry and you didn't feed me. Depart, I don't know who you are. Those are acts of negligence. So imagine how much worse it is that you caused it, or you helped cause it, or you're a co-conspirator in a crime by a deranged, depraved, mentally ill, sadistic piece of trash. And that's the best you can do in law enforcement. And we don't even know what to say to that. I can't imagine. I can't fucking imagine. So, here it is right here. My guess is there's a bazillion YouTube videos on how to watch for human trafficking. And then, if you can't afford to go to the training things they have, there's like law enforcement training, whatever. But pulling over the victim, because I've been sold to a guy in Houston, he's a realtor. And I've said that over and over and over and over and over. And I've also said, make sure you're not factually ignorant. Make sure you know what we know. Because we know a lot. We know when you guys are asked to pull me over. Specifically tonight. And specifically told turn off your body cam. By a sex weirdo. And you're his bitch. And little kids are laying in bed at night crying because they don't have their mom. Mr. Perry, I don't give 2 fucks what you think, and I will never help you. You forget who it is you're talking to. I said don't contact me at all. I said do not contact me at all. Get the fuck out of my phone. You sorry piece of trash. You are a nothing, rejected nobody. We get intel because everybody's sick of you. Stupid. You need to understand how sick and tired of you everybody is. Nobody's helped you, and nobody will. There's no hints, you fucktard. There's not a hint. When you contact me, we get more, because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to answer your questions. I'm sick and tired of you threatening me. And so we get more intel. You get the fuck out of my house. Get out. Nobody invited you to Oklahoma. He's actually typing in my phone. Is it your kids? Is that a secret hint? Is it your kids leaking? Oh my God, wow. You are shitting me with that, right? You're absolutely shitting me with that, right? Have I ever helped you? Because you've asked me that before. Have I ever answered your questions? What question have you ever had answered bothering me? None. And you never will. Get the fuck out of my life, weirdo. So there's that. We have all this intel, Mr. Perry, because when you contact me, that's what happens. You piss us all off. We got this because your contact was unwanted and you did it anyway. Your invasion of my privacy was unwanted and you did it anyway. We got it before you did it. All these car accidents happened after that. After that email, didn't they? How many times were you caught before you did it to me? How many after? Huh? Look at this. A whole fucking file on being pulled over. A whole fucking file. Where's the one tonight from today? This was on, look at that, April 11th. Look how many there are. That is a lot, Mr. Perry. Take her car away, then she'll call me. 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 Right? This one's the one from today. Body cam. Turn your body cam off. Right? Look at all that. Rapist slime. When you contact me, we get more. 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 You don't understand that? Huh? Look at that. They're even talking about making the turning off the body cam. Do you see that? You're caught, dumbass. That's a crime to do that shit. And you're caught when you do it to me. I don't help you with your leaks. We want you in jail, dumbass. Because I'm sick of living like that. Everybody wants you in jail, dumbass. You got your little crowd of weirdos. They don't. Everybody else does. Everybody's sick of you. Remember who it is that can get information and who can't. Remember who it is that's naming your people. Richard, Dickie, Ruben, James, Andrew, Lawrence, Jeremy, Brian, Betancourt, Lucius Geppetto, Calvin, Blankenship, Desiree, Beverly. Who can name names and who can quote your meetings? There's a quote right here, another one. Get her pulled over and turn off your body cam. Somebody's here talking about this right here. Everything's a sting up, so turn off your body cam. Right? You get caught when you do it to me. This is a quote, Mr. Perry, of your people. Quote my guys once. What problem has your little dolly solved? What problem has what you do all day solved? Where's the quote from doing that? A man's kindness brings blessings. I can get information at the snap of my fingers. We just did again. We got that, and we got that. Wants me pull over tonight. What he's saying right here, dumb fuck. He's already talking about it. She already knew. If I'm hearing a recording about being pulled over, to make sure they get the pictures of the DoorDash work, to prove the hack. They're hacking her phone. That's what that's gonna do, right? Prove you're hacking my phone. That's a felony. And then pull her over, get the phone, and turn off your body cam, because she's gonna sting off the fuck out of you. And she can do it in her sleep, and she's good at it. You won't know till it's too fucking late. Just say, oh, it malfunctioned, right? Is that what you guys talked about? But the thing is when you do the crime to me, I have help you can't get to. Name one guy, Charles. Ask Beverly to help you. We got this because when you contact me, when you cause a problem for me, when you harm me, when you cause me to lose money, I should be working right now. Everybody gets pissed off. I should be able to go to work and make money and not have a problem. You're not there to threaten me. That's what everybody wants. Normal people. I don't know about the guys in your little weirdo club. They don't matter to me. I don't care. I don't care what somebody like that thinks. It's what everybody else thinks that matters, and everybody else is sick of you, and you need to understand that. Everybody's sick of you. You need to understand just how sick of you everybody is. I got that already today, after the first podcast, where I'm talking about you want me pulled over. We heard you talking about it. I put my pictures in Dropbox for my attorney, and your guy said, oh shit, we needed her pulled over before she did that. So now what are we going to do? And then, see, the thing with Judge Eagan that I also didn't finish is you ran off my customer. So I went home and got the evidence ready and put it into the court about 2-3 hours before she issued her order saying Cynthia didn't file evidence. And then Matt Powell had to call and ask her what happened. And he was told the magistrate had it on his desk and didn't bother to tell Judge Eagan. But the thing is had I had customers and I had been working, making money, I wouldn't have had time to go home and do the evidence. So you took my money and I was able to get the evidence. It's still on the docket now. Judge Eagan did not rule on whether or not my bond conditions constitute a contract. And if so, is it binding to you? Because you went into a courtroom and you said, I promised never to contact her again. And so Judge Darnell ordered in my bond conditions, Charles Perry's never to contact Cynthia again. Right? Judge Eagan gave you a verbal order. It goes without saying, don't contact her. So you've been told repeatedly to stop contacting me. And that an R shrink thinks you need to be in a hospital because you think you have a choice. You're delusional. And you have no impulse control and no filters. And you need to be sedated if you can't control yourself. And you're hurting people with crime. You're breaking the law. You're breaking laws intended to protect me. You haven't lost a fucking thing. Nobody feels sorry for you because you're mad that you keep getting caught when you do the crime to me. Nobody feels sorry for you. Do they feel sorry for BTK? No. They don't feel sorry for you either, bitch. So, you caused me a problem. They caused you 20. And I've said that. You don't care. You just go do it anyway. So, there's that. This came from Mr. Perry's unwanted contact and harassing and threatening. I'm going to get you all fucking day long. You didn't use my DoorDash app, see? Is that the DoorDash app? See, if I had taken that order, got a policeman sitting right here. It's not what policemen are for. They're not your bitches. They're not to harass your victims for you and turn off the body cam. So, on 61st Street and Harvard, you got a guy sitting there to pull me over. I didn't take that order. I shut it down because I'm getting crap orders. Just like the night I was working and I didn't have any customers, so I went on home and got my evidence ready and filed it at 8 o'clock in the morning. Literally, 8 o'clock, I walked in and filed that. And I think she put the order out at 10, 11. And I was like, wow, that was close. Had I had customers that night, I would have waited a day or two. So you did what you did. And then last night, first, I'm getting crap orders, so I pause it. Then I go ahead and I'm like, well, now since it's kind of slow right now, here's a good time where they're not giving me orders because they control my DoorDash app. So it's all their buddies with their doorbell cameras and shit. So I'll just upload my pictures now. And then we heard you guys. We hear you all the time. You're on a live feed. Go sweep the room. Here's the she put the pictures up in there where her attorneys can get to it. So now it doesn't do any good to pull her over and get her phone. Yeah. Then I'm driving down the street to another order. And here's TPD with 4 guys pulled over a car that looks very similar to mine down the street, across the street, down the road a little bit, same thing. I'm like, wow, that's not fishy. That's not fishy at all. And that's what he's saying, Princess Weirdo. God, that would have freaked me out too. I'd have shut it down. And I was getting crap orders. If I'm not making money, I'm done. Bye. See ya. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm gonna let the guys that I'm helping. What they're gonna do is they're gonna do. There's a couple of things that they have talked about doing. One is, let's get a conviction. It doesn't mean you're not gonna get paid anything. You'll get paid something, but on some of this stuff, where you have to forego what you're doing there now to make money now, then we'll pay. We can first try to get restitution, because Mr. Perry's interfering with commerce with intent to coerce you. Mr. Perry, stop trying to talk to me. I really don't care what you think. Nobody fucking understands why you think I would. You're totally Looney Tune. I'm the one catching your crime like never before in your life. Trust me, I don't give two fucks what you stupid little bitch think. You never shut up. You never shut the fuck up. So, I mean, I don't want to hear it. Everybody's sick of hearing you talk. It's just rape, and you're creepy. You're just fucking creepy. So, we got, so I'm getting crap orders. I'm like, well, I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm not gonna put myself at risk of a pullover. And they got crap orders. I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. So they said what we can do is we're going to seek restitution for some stuff, and you'll be compensated by us for other stuff, and you can file a civil suit after their arrest and all that stuff. Also, you and some other people, it could be a class action, all of you. So I mean, we've planned this, Mr. Perry, for a long time. Remember, we're the ones getting this stuff. We can do what you can't do. It's been 10 years of this. This is evidence of premeditation and malicious forethought. That's what this is. Somebody said the other day, it's hard to argue with Cynthia because as it comes up, she makes a note of it. She documents it. That she heard the recording. Here's what they're planning to do. And she sends an email right that minute. Or a text. Or something. Or writes it down or something. So that she can document it as it's happening. And it's not, oh, I made this up out of my ass to cover something up. She's got it before. She's got it as it was being talked about. She's got it immediately. And she documents it right then. And she's been very good about doing that for 10 years. For 10 years. So we got a file full here, you dumb son of a bitch, of everything you've said for 10 years. And how you want to hurt me. What crime and what loss you're going to plan next. Trying to force something that, you know, you got a wild imagination, that's for sure. And a very strange pretend life. And the thing is, you're forcing that on other people that don't want a thing to do with you. Take her car away, then she'll call me. Take her car away, then she'll call me. Is it your kid? Is it your mom? Wrecked my car over and over and over. Right at the wheel. Right at the wheel. Is it you? Is it your kids? Is it your mom? Is it your family? Is it her? Who's telling on me? Who's telling on me, huh? Who's telling on me? Get her a driver's license. I mean, it's just something. Dealing with somebody like you. I didn't invite you to Oklahoma, Mr. Perry. I don't want you here. I came here to be with my family and not have anything to do with you. 11 attempts at protective orders you had to buy your way out of. So Judge Eagan did not make a determination on whether or not the bond conditions are a contract and whether or not they bind you. You went in and told Judge Darnell that's what you wanted in that bond condition, didn't you? Why would he put your name on my bond conditions unless you agreed to that? So I'm in jail. According to Oklahoma law, I'm not bound to a contract in which I was under duress. And it says what we call duress in Oklahoma, according to Oklahoma statute, specifically is jail. That's a position of duress intended to intimidate somebody into doing something they don't want to do. And you can't use it. They're not binding on. It's not binding. I said I'm not going to lie for you. What is your problem? You don't have this. I have this. You don't have names. I have your people's names. Ask Beverly. Look at all that. How many are there, Charles? Wanted me pulled over and the guy to turn off his body cam tonight. And take my phones and shit. Do you see all this? You invade my privacy, they invade yours, and they have a court order, and you got a weirdo problem. Look at all that. Those are subject lines to emails I typed up because I heard a recording of you trying to do something to me that was illegal and harmful. And there's your people's names. Look at that. Name one of my guys. Go to a meeting. Go pray to your doll. Go to pray to your little doll. He's still telling me. He's still typing in my phone. Just go. Just go. Yeah, I'm gonna make you go back. Just go. Just go. Just go. And nobody will suspect a thing. I don't want to. I said no. I said no. You know what my guy said? Who can get stuff like this? Give it back and get the fuck out, or I'm gonna kick your ass, bitch. I'm gonna use it to kick your fucking ass, you sick little bitch. And he has. Look at all that. It's a metaphor, Matt. Look at all that. Do you see that? When you contact me, we get more. You don't get a date, you don't get information, you don't get shit. You're a rejected fucktard. Because everybody else gets rejected, everybody else just moves on. You're pathetic and you're lame. And you don't matter, I do. You know how you know? Because you don't have this kind of stuff and I do. Other people in my life have power, other men. And they have the power to get this from you and give it to me, and you don't know who they are, how they do it. Right? Because you don't matter, I do. I matter. Fucktard. Get this straight. You need to remember who it is you're talking to when you start threatening to make me and take and get and all that bullshit you say. First of all, don't contact me. I don't like it. He said her privacy is not to be invaded anymore. Don't contact her or her family. She's not to be broke even one more day and have to ask for money. And he said it in March 2020. Get the fuck out of her life. Respect the law and respect her, or I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to kick your ass, bitch. Stop acting like a girl. Go be a man and go be normal and get the fuck off of her. And you didn't listen. You laughed and you scoffed and you mocked and threatened. And so we got all that. And then today, pull her over and turn your body cam off. Okay? You didn't get any names. You didn't get any intel. You didn't get a date. You didn't get cooperation. You didn't get shit. You got told on. Again. Today. So tell me, what one problem has been solved from you acting like you act? Name one problem. You can't. Here is the disclaimer. I assert my constitutional right to equal protection of all the laws protecting me from witness tampering, stalking, voyeurism, all hacking, everything. Grand larceny with intent to coerce, interference with commerce and contracts with intent to coerce, deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. This is my doctor. The bond conditions said I gotta see a doctor. Here's what she said. Sometimes what you really want to do is ignore these bitches, these weirdo types. But sometimes, I'm paraphrasing. And she says here, hey, or something, ignore. But the problem is they can escalate more than you can ignore. And that's what you've got with Charles. He'll escalate more than you can ignore. The whole thing's recorded. You can listen to it right there. She also wrote a letter that said he butts into her life. She's honest and articulate. And she's trying to focus on her career and raising her kid. But Mr. Perry butts in. And bothers everybody. This right here, Mr. Perry, you asked me to have sex with you and you're going to pay me $5,000 through your Pinto guy here who says he's my caretaker. Well, what is my response? This guy is icking his slime all over me and I don't like it. And he creeps me out, so no. Absolutely not. We were in federal court here. I sued you. And this is out of court harassment right here. That's what this is. On this, I asked the judge for an injunctive order. There should have been a hearing immediately. And jurisdiction taken immediately. What they do, send it to Lubbock. Judge Cummings goes duck hunting with you and denies everything and just tosses it out. Not one of his orders have a reason. He just signs denied and signs it. Dismiss, signs it. No case precedents. No, the Supreme Court said cases are not to be decided on a whim. They're to be decided as cases prior to them were, with a lot of careful thought of the facts and the law. But guess what? When you're out duck hunting with the defendant, it's a little hard to do any research, so he just signed a paper. Here, just deny it. Here you go. Anybody can look it up. So, look at this. He's nasty and he's gross and he's creepy. So, you can be creeped out and make $5,000. And I said no. If I said no to $5,000, what makes you think I'd just call you? Oh, he's starving me and he's trying to take my car. Oh no, okay, please, oh, please. Did you think I was going to cry? You did take my car. Did I cry? Did I call you? Every time you've wrecked it, did I call you and did I cry? You're the one that does shit like that. I don't do shit like that. You're the pathetic, not me. I can get intel at the snap of a finger and you can't. Pull her over tonight, Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. We're going to have a DoorDash order for you to get to her. You'll know right where she's at. And then turn your body camera off because she'll sting off you. And you won't even know it. So, this is the whole... You want her to lie. She said you want her to lie. No, we don't ask her to lie. We ask her to tell the truth. Okay, but she says she is telling the truth. She said she is telling the truth. Well, either way, you want her to change her story. And all of a sudden, she's having to sleep in her car. It looks to me like you're causing duress. You want her pulled over and the body cam turned off. Looks to me like you're causing duress. There's too many dates and times, this person said later to someone else. There's too many dates and times, don't add up. And he's not explained it to my satisfaction. I think she's telling the truth. He's trying to make her lie. People, does she have stupid written on her face, on her forehead? Mr. Perry, you think everybody's just as fucktard as you are and they won't know? They already know, bitch. They already know. You don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know who's helping me. Other men in my life have power. They don't sit around. You know what? They don't sit around all day and watch women in the privacy of their home. They're catching bad guys like you, like never been caught before in your life. Oh, you sit there and play with your doll and watch TV. They do that. They do what nobody. Your guy, when he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've never seen before. So while you play with your little doll and watch TV and ick your slime all over people in Oklahoma that don't want a thing to do with you and have never bothered you at all, they're getting what you just said. They're working. They're getting intel you can't get. You can't get that from us. Name one guy, quote one meeting, tell me one problem that has been solved from you acting like the little bitch that you act like. One problem. Name one in 10 years. One. Name one of my guys. Quote one meeting. Now, let's try this again. Look at all that. Those are quoted meetings, dumbass. I just showed a list of your people. Who's Monique and where is she right now? Who's the Muffin Man and where is he right now? What does that say? When Charles pesters her and takes her money, we get all that. What problem did that solve? Looks to me like it made your problems worse, doing what you're doing. But you're not all there. Our shrink is like, for him to think that he has a choice when he's told, get the hell out of her life. Don't invade her privacy. Don't contact her or her family. She's not to be broke anymore, period. You do it or we'll do it. And then we get more and more and more. It speaks to his delusion that he thinks he has a choice. And because he can't control himself, I think he needs sedation as well. I think his doctor ought to have his license pulled because he's not taking care of that. Right? We got all this because you thought you had a choice. That's a witness. He gets these women and tears their life completely apart. little kids, 4-year-old little girls, 5-year-old little boys, laying in bed crying because they want their mom and they can't see her because you trafficked her. So we got that. When you contact me, we get more. When you take my money, we get more. You harass or cause me a problem, we get more. And nothing we get, we take. And it's not up to you, is it? You need to forget who it is you're talking to, dumb son of a bitch. So what kind of schmuck at TPD did you get to pull me over tonight? April 22nd, 2023. Targeted pullover. And turn off his body cam. Which one did you get to do that? I did hear him say, I can't turn off my body cam. I heard him say that. I can't turn off my body cam. Yep. Her ex-husband got everything all ready, so she'd go out to the club, and she still didn't go. Now he's mad. Did he? Is this true? Are you talking to my family? Because we told you not to contact my family, didn't we? What are my kids going to leak, Mr. Perry? You call my kids? Why do you keep asking me if my kids are talking? Do you call them and tell them what you're trying to do to me? Huh? Is that a confession that you are indeed calling my family when you've been told repeatedly not to? Did you know they're victims and witnesses as well? So that's a tampering with a witness crime? Did you know that? My whole family is, sir. My whole family is off limits. It is inappropriate for you to contact me. So, which court is this going to be heard in? It's already heard for probable cause. You're going to jail. We can't wait. I can go to work finally and not have to worry about becoming the victim of your crime or harassed by some local cop you bought. Turn off your body cam when you pull her over. Yeah. He said, I can't do it. I can't turn off my body cam. Is he nervous to talk to me? I've heard that too. A couple of them you've told to talk to me, and they're like, I was so nervous to talk to her. I'm glad she didn't go to work. I was too nervous to talk to her. They wanted me to go in there and talk to her. I don't know how to sting up like she does. What if I mess up? They threaten everybody that messes up. Now, we hear a lot more than you think we do. When you contact me, we get more. When you contact me, we get more. When you contact me, we get more. You threaten me all day. I'm going to get you. I'm going to take. Is it your kids? Is it your... I'm going to take. I'm going to make you do what I say. I'm going to make you lie. Duly noted for the record. You threatened me and threatened me and threatened me and harassed me all day. So we got more. And more. And more. And you got nothing. You got nothing. But told on and told, as always. It's 10 years of this every day, all day long. And you can't tell how sick and tired of you everybody is by now? You're that fucked hard? Oh my God. I hate stupid people. I can't even understand you. You don't have any chance of a date with somebody like me. How dare you think you would? How dare you think you would? You don't get cooperation. Nobody wants you. Everybody's sick of you imposing and burdening the rest of us with your whack job problem. You're no different than BTK. You're the same. And nobody feels sorry for you, you pathetic nothing. I matter, you don't. You can't get shit like that. I can. Remember who it is you're talking to when you threaten people. My family's off limits. I'm off limits. Go fuck off. Fuck the hell off.
I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why
all fucking day.
I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna make you go back. I'm gonna take you. Is it your kids? Who's telling on me?
All day. Just like this bitch.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I do. Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me. This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you feel?
The one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches? I got scratches.
I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't
get
go
it
fuck
good.
you.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna make you lie. I'm gonna make you do what I say.
Oh my god. And that's why you have no date.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're gonna
Is that a
fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to, but even when they're not. Unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.